Hey, welcome everyone. Tom here from Park Avenue Trading, your chief dealer, delving into gold and indexes. Yesterday we had a support point at 2009.24. We said if it broke that, it was going down to 2009.16. We did pretty well with that trade call. Right now, as it stands, gold's got to get above 2009.46. In gold itself, the whole entire world is long gold, and I really wasn't surprised to see like some real good consolidation actually breaking this 2009.06, which was the all-important point that we talked about on a few videos back. Whereas we said that it needed to break that level. I was talking down here. It needed to break the 906 level in order to bring us up to new highs, which it did happen. So right now what we're looking at in gold is it is consolidating. Okay, so I really wouldn't be surprised to see gold break to 2009.16. Now the 2009.13 is like a warning for a deeper like retracement to 2009.06. I would not be surprised to see 2008.97 or even 2008.80. There's a lot going on geopolitically, and we got to pay attention to what's going on with the Fed for interest rates and what, if they're going to acquiesce to the Trump administration of not raising interest rates, perhaps even lowering them. At first, that may fuel a rally in gold, thinking more inflation, right? Now we're talking fundamentals here, and I'm not a fundamentalist, I'm just a technician. But I'd be a fool not to look at fundamentals running in the background, okay? So I think right now the whole world is long gold. I would not be surprised to see profit taking in it and driving the marketplace down lower and shaking a lot of like weak hands out. I wouldn't be surprised. But as it stands right now, it needs to get above 2009.46. That's the level that we got to get above. Now, we had a target at 2009.58. We reached 2009.55. If, for whatever reason, we could get through this level, the main target's 2009.70. Citibank put that statement out that we were going to 3,000. I think that's the bloody kiss of death. I think it's the kiss of death. I think that what really is going to happen, they're talking their book. So, if anything, they're long and they want to, do completely what's known as a market paradox. And market paradox is like big players drive marketplaces up higher to create better selling opportunities for themselves to get out of positions. So the market paradox says this: the strong hands will drive markets up so that they force the weak hands in so they can sell at a higher price, or they'll drive marketplaces down in order to create better buying opportunities for themselves. It's a market paradox. All right, so that's basically a way of saying that the big boys are trying to fool the little guy into getting into bad positions, which is the name of the game, right? So, but if you know their technical levels, you can beat them at their own game. But anyway, so as we stand right now, today, all right, 2009.24 has got a hold, and a 2009.16. Let me change that color. Let's change it to a nice little blue. That 2009.16 is really important. Below that's the 2009.06. Okay, so if we're looking at gold and it can't get above this 2009.46 and it turns down and it blows through this level, we could expect a 2009.16 to hold. But then at this point, we got to look to see what's happening up here. Is it breaking back up, or is it having resistance? Because if that's the case, it's going to pull down to potentially to 2009.06. And that's another key point. If it breaks that, we're heading down to 2009, say 2008.98-ish, coming right into this consolidation right there. And we could basically say now gold is basically consolidating a little bit lower, perhaps down to the 2008.81. something like that, 2083. I'm putting it up there so I can get rid of this squiggly line right here. Let's get rid of that squiggly. But I would say the target would be 2008.80, 2008.81. All right. So let's go on over to the SPDR. Did gold. Gold. SPDR. Let's go over to that. SPDR. Okay, yesterday we said we had resistance at 614, hit perfectly. Had a warning level at 607.75. That hit perfectly. So that was complete, profit taking rally. Today is going to be an important day for this index. We need to get above 614. Okay, if we can get above 614, we're looking at the first level upward at 618.02. I would expect the marketplace, if it can do this, if it can gather enough steam to get up through this, it would hit 618.02-ish, come down and use this 614 as support. It could actually use this 615 level. This is the top of that high that was like rejected. But really, I would say 614 would be a good level. Now, if it breaks this 607, if it comes down and breaks this 607, next level of support is this 604. I said yesterday if we came down to 607, it would be probably a good spot to buy it. Well, I'd be making $3 on it or something like that, or maybe $2. It's not a bad day trade. But I do believe that this is still in, a bullish consolidation. And the same thing with the QQ. Let's get over to that. Yesterday I had support at 534. We slipped through that by like $2 or so. I wouldn't really call that so bad, but wasn't perfect, but it was close. We have resistance at 641. We need to get through 641.02 to get to the first target of we need to get through 541.02 to get to the target at 546.05. We got support at 534.04 with additional support at 529.70. I fly through these so quickly that I don't even realize what I'm reading. I am sorry. That is like so unprofessional of me. So 534.04 is support. 529.62 is additional support with main support at 525. So for the day, we need to get through 541.02 to potentially get to 546. I believe that this is still also in a bullish consolidation. Eventually, we'll break higher, and we'll be heading up to that 550.05 main target that we got, and then we can take it from there. Let's get over to the ES1. All right. Lots of profit taking coming down here. Had support at 614. It blew through that. I tell you, I would have been if I was, I think overall that it is in a bullish movement. Right now we're getting through the 6,139, which is good. That's a point that we need to get over to get back up to the 6,166. That's a nice move. Main support 6,114 for the day. We broke that yesterday, and we came very close to the real. This was daily, like day trading support. This was like daily support 6,100. That level is still there. If we get a turn down and a break of this 6,114 again, we could expect a test of the 6,100. And then we got, 6,100. And I would say that, 6,030 would be like a level that we would be targeting. But let's take it one step at a time. there's going to be resistance right up at this high bars close, 6,152. Right there. So what I'm thinking is something like this today. If I'd be looking for this, this is, we got a break here. I would expect this maybe here, maybe a little bit lower, coming down to this low bars close, and then a turn back up and a potential break, eventually. Usually like Fridays are trend days. Trend day meaning that, it starts at one point and ends at another. The open starts at, a low and moves to a high close on the day. Not that, it's going to start the main trend, 4,000 points higher. It's just, basically a trend day. All right, so let's get to the NQ1. All right, this is the similar thing as the ES1. Had a high of we had resistance at 22,321. I had main support for the day at 2236. We blew through that, so this one would have been a tough one. The only way I would have really looked at this is if I was looking to get long, I probably would have bought over here. Why? Because the 1 hour chart closes above my support level. I mean, this one closed above it too, but I probably would have been more comfortable here. This is the official breakaway bar. It's squeaked above the 22,118. I think that what we're going to have resistance today, a first initial resistance, if I go up right over here, 22,285. If we could get through this 22,285 and the 22,320, first target is 22,426. Obviously, we got to say it's got to hold now, not only this level that I had yesterday, but I would actually go a little bit lower and go to this 1 hour low bars close, 21,985. So additional support, 21,985. All right, so that's what I got for you in the indexes and gold. Remember, if you like what you see, please like and comment. Go out and check my other videos if you haven't seen those. I nailed it a few times, which I'm really proud of. Also, remember, always, always, always enjoy the party, but dance near the door. Cheers.